Analyze the continuous beam as shown in the figure using the MDM, means moment distribution method, and plot BMD. If you see in this figure, there is one continuous beam along with the overhang, member AB, BC, CD, and for the D end there is one overhang. For the member AB there are the 2-point load 90 kN. For the span BC 30 kN per meter UDL is there, and for the CD there is no any external load. For the overhang there is one 20 kN point load is there. The cantilever is of overhang is of 3 meter. Now let us find out first distribution factors. आपल्याला डिस्ट्रीब्युशन फॅक्टर पहिल्यांदा फाइंड आउट करायला लागतं. जॉईंट ए ला आणि जॉईंट डी ला डिस्ट्रीब्युशन फॅक्टर काढायची गरज नाही, कारण का आता त्याचा बाय डिफॉल्ट डिस्ट्रीब्युशन फॅक्टर हा 1 येणार आहे, कारण का आता त्याला एकच मेंबर कनेक्टेड आहे. नाव लेट अस प्रोसीड फॉर द जॉईंट बी अँड जॉईंट सी. जॉईंट बी ला दोन मेंबर कनेक्टेड आहेत, बी ए अँड बी सी, member BA and member BC. For the case BA, far end A is fixed one, therefore the relative stiffness is I by L. Now here the I is throughout, not the information is provided, it means that the I value is throughout the same, therefore I by L. L is, now let us measure this distance, total span, this 2.5 2.5 it becomes a 5, means 7.5. Now let us calculate this term. 1 by 7.5, 1 divided by 7.5, 0.33 I, 0.133 I, 0.133 I. Now similarly for the joint BC, far end C is continuous one, joint C is continuous one, therefore again I by L, I by L. L, now here the span is of 5 meter, therefore 1 by 5, it becomes 0.2. 0.2 plus 0.13, it becomes a 0.33 I. The summation of these two is K, summation of K. Now distribution factor is nothing but what? Relative stiffness divided by summation of K. Relative stiffness divided by summation of K. Relative stiffness BA 0.13 divided by 0.33, it becomes a 0.39. 0.39. 1 minus answer 0.61 is the remaining one, or you may calculate like this one, 0.2 divided by 0.33 is 0.61. Round up the values and the summation of these two must be equal to 1. Now if you check it out, the summation will be 1. 0.39 plus 0.61 is 1. Now similarly for the joint C, there are the two members CB and CD are connected. For the end B, B end is continuous, therefore again I by L. The span is again span is 5 meter, it means 0.2 I. And for the CD, D end is simply supported, far end is simply supported, therefore 3 by 4 I by L. 3 by 4 I by L. Therefore 3 by 4 I by L. L is again 5. Now let us calculate this. 3 by 4 again divided by 5. 0.15. 0.15 plus 0.2. 0.35. Now make the distribution factors calculation. 0.2 divided by 0.35. It becomes a 0.57. 0.57. Again 1 minus 0.57, it becomes a 0.43, or you may calculate like this one, 0.15 divided by 0.35, 0.43, round up the values, 0.43. These are the distribution factors. Once we have calculated the distribution factor, next step is we have to find out the fixed end moments. We have to assume that these ends are fixed one. these ends are fixed one. We have to assume these values are fixed one, and we have to find out the fixed end moment values for that particular beam. Now let us consider for the span AB. There are the 2-point load. It means that we have to consider one by one. Let us consider this one as a point load. For this case, let us consider this one is A and total this span is B. Second time we have to consider this point load. We have to consider this span is A and this span is B. Therefore, the formula is like this one: WAB square upon A square minus WAB square upon L square. Only the change in the spans. Loading is same, 90 90. Span for the first case 2.5 5 square. For the second case 5 2.5 square, and total span is 7.5 square. Now if you solve this one, now let us solve this. 90 into 2.5 into 5 square divided by 7.5 square, 100. Remember this value 100, and 90 into 5 into 2.5 square divided by 7.5 square, 100 again. Something went wrong over here. 90 insert kara, insert 0, again calculate. Let us calculate again. 90 into 5 into 2.5 square divided by 7.5 square, 50. Previous one 100 and this one 50. Total is 150, and both the terms are minus minus. That's why summation will be again minus 115 kilonewton meter is the fixed end moment for the span AB. Now similarly for the span BC, formula is WA square B upon L square, WA square B upon L square. Similarly, only the terms is changing, A and B squaring terms are changing. Answer will be again same, 150 kilonewton meter. Now for the span AB, we have calculated fixed end moment. Now similarly for the span BC, there is a UDL. Therefore the formula is WL square by 12. W is 30, span is 5. Therefore 30 into 5 square, 30 into 5 square divided by 12. Something went wrong. 30 into 5 square divided by 12. 62.5. One term is minus, one term is plus, minus plus, anti-clockwise, clockwise. For the span CD, there is no any external load, therefore the fixed end moment is 0 for the span CD. Now once we have calculated this fixed end moment, next step is that we have to prepare this moment distribution table. Moment distribution टेबल आपल्याला तयार करायचं आहे. त्यामध्ये पहिल्यांदा काय लिहायचे, सगळे जॉईंट लिहायचे, ABCD जे काय असतील ते. त्यानंतर डिस्ट्रीब्युशन फॅक्टर जे आपण कॅल्क्युलेट केले होते ते लिहायचे. त्यानंतर फिक्स एंड मोमेंट जे आता आपण कॅल्क्युलेट केले होते त्या लिहायच्या. आता ह्या पर्टिक्युलर केसमध्ये ह्या ओव्हरहँगमुळं जॉईंट डी ला एक मोमेंट आहे, क्लॉकवाइज मोमेंट तयार होते. Here the clockwise moment is prepared due to this point load and this perpendicular distance. How much this value? The value will be 20 into 3. It becomes a 60 kilonewton meter moment, clockwise moment, 60 kilonewton meter. Clockwise moment at point D we have to consider, and it will remains constant throughout the span because this overhang will not be removed from the structure. Therefore this moment remains fixed over that particular location. Therefore this moment is 16 at location D. Half of the moment is transferred to the far end, therefore the 30 over here. Now very first of all make the balance in between these moments. ह्या ज्या काय जॉईंट बी ला आणि जॉईंट सी ला असणाऱ्या ज्या मुवमेंट आहेत त्या पहिल्यांदा बॅलन्स करायच्या. कशा करायच्या, तर ह्या दोन्हीचा डिफरन्स घ्यायचा. पहिल्यांदा किती येतोय डिफरन्स बघा, 150 minus 62.5, it becomes a 87. Now let us remember this term. I will write down over here 87.5. Okay, this one is the difference. Now similarly for this 62.5 minus 0 is 62.5, the difference of these two. Okay, these are the difference of these two is 87.5 and the difference of these two is 62.5. Now the next step is that what we have to make the balance. This difference multiply with this distribution factor. This moment we have to write down over here. This difference multiply with this distribution factor. This moment we have to write down over here. Now again this distribution, this balance multiply with the distribution factor. You have to write down over here. Balancing difference multiply with the distribution factor. Write down this moment over here. Let us make the calculations so that you will be understood. Now for the first case, 87.5 into 0.39. Now let us consider this, round up the values, point, therefore 35. Let us consider this 35. Next term, 87.5 into 0.61. Now out of 87.5, if we are considered this one 35, means 87.5 minus 35, it becomes a 52.5. Okay, now out of this, the far end, if it is fixed one, the 50% moment is transferred to the next end. If the far end is continuous one, again the 50% moment is transferred to the next end. Now similarly for this end, the difference is of 62.5, 62.5, again multiply with 0.57, 62.5 multiply with 0.57, it becomes a 35.625, round up the 35.63. Now similarly, another distribution factor 43, 26.88, round up the value 26.88. Now once you have balanced this one and again carry over, for the support D is simply supported, therefore no carry over to this side. Only from B to C, the 50% carry over is there. From C to B, again 50% is carry over, along with the plus and minus signs. If it is minus, 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 minus. If it is plus, the values will be plus transferred to the far end. Now this one is the first step. Once you have writing down the balance and carryovers, you have to make the addition again and find out the fixed end moments. Now the addition of these two is 167.5. Now the addition of these two is 115. Now the addition of these three terms are 132.87, and addition of these three terms 0.62. Addition of these three terms 3.12, and the 60s remains constant over here. Again, what we have to check, whether this B and C joint is getting balanced or not. If it is not balanced, again make the same procedure. Again I will show you how to make the procedure. Now the difference of these two, let us check it out. 115 minus 132.82. Value is minus. Now remember, if the value is minus, we have to consider the balance moment plus. I will write down over here. Value is how much? Minus 17.82. Minus 17.82. Now similarly, for the another end, this one 0.62 plus 3.12, it becomes a 3.774. 3.74. Now once you have calculated this difference, what is the next procedure? We have to make the balance. How to make the balance? Now this difference multiply with this distribution factor, write down this value over here. This one is the balance moment, and out of this 50% moment is transferred to the carryover to the next end. Again this moment multiply with this distribution factor, write down this moment over here, and the value of out of that the 50% transfer to the far end. Similarly over here, this moment multiply with this distribution factor, write down this moment over here, balance moment. Out of this 50% is moment transfer to the next end. This moment multiply with this distribution factor, write down this balance moment over here. Out of this 50% not be transferred here, no any carryover, because this joint D is simply supported. Only if the joint far end is fixed one or continuous one, then and then only this carryovers are transferred. Now let us check it out the values. Now first let us consider this 17 minus 17.82. Now if it is the minus, the balance moment is plus into 0.39. Let us round up this value 0.4. 7.13. Now out of this 50% moment transfer to the next end, 50% kara 3.57. Now here again these values are rounded up, 0.4 and 0.6 is taken over here, that's why the values are mismatching. Now let us consider next term 17.82 into 0.6, 10.69. Out of this 50% next to end 5.35. Okay, now again here 3.74 multiply with 0.57, 2.17. Now here the term is plus, that's why the balance moments are minus, and out of this 50% is far transferred to the next end, divided by 2, 1.07. Similarly again 3.74 into 0.56, sorry 0.43, 1.61, and no carryover to the far end. Now once you have made these calculations, balance and carryover, we have to make the addition of these two terms. We will be getting the fixed end moment over addition of these two terms. We will be getting the fixed end moment over addition of these three terms. We will be getting the moment over here. Addition of these three terms, we will be getting fixed moment over here. Addition of these two terms, we will be getting this moment over here, and this 60 will be carried as it is. And once you have made this iteration, again check it out whether these moments are balanced or not. If it is not balanced, make again the procedure same, the same iteration, make the difference of these two. If this difference is again minus, we have to apply the plus moment over here. The difference multiply with this distribution factor, the moment is right down over here. The difference multiply with this distribution factor, right down this moment over here, and this moment is again transferred to the far end. This moment is transferred to the far end. Similarly, the difference multiply with this distribution factor, write down this moment over here. Difference multiply with this distribution factor, write down this moment over here, and this moment is transferred to the 50% to the far end. This procedure repeated again. The addition of these two terms, write down over here. Addition of these two term, write down over here. Addition of this three term, write down over here. Addition of this three term, write down over here. Addition of these two term, write down over here. Once you are doing this procedure again, now again check it out whether these moments are balanced or not. If it is not balanced, again make the same iteration and this procedure is repeated until you will be getting the same values, unless you'll be getting the same values. I will not be going into each and every term calculation. You just make the screenshot and check it out, all the values for the further iterations, and you'll be getting the finally this answer. The fixed end moment for the joint A is 163.36, for the joint B 123.25, and for the joint C 1.14 or 16. It may be you may round up to the 1.1 value, up to the 0.1 digit you can round up. Okay. Now once you will be getting this fixed end moments, next step is that we have to find out the central span moment. Now as we know that for the span AB there are the 2-point loads, and we have to consider this simply supported beam. And as we know that for the simply supported beam there are the same, if the loading is same the reactions will be same, and we have to find out the moment over here and moment over here. As we know that the force into perpendicular distance means 90 into 2.5, it becomes a 225. 90 into perpendicular distance is 2.5, it becomes a 225 kilonewton meter. This one is the moment over this location as well as for the this location. This is nothing but what BMD for the AB. For the for the span BC, the WL square by 8. For the span BC, WL square by 8. For the span BC, WL square by 8. Now this W is how much? 30. 30 into 5 square divided by 8. Now make the calculation. 30 into 5 square divided by 8. 93.75. And this for the span CD there is no any external load, therefore the moment central span moment is 0. Now once you have calculated these values, as we know that this moment is 225, draw these values over here. 225 over here, this value is 0 again. For this BC span there is UDL, therefore this value will be a parabolic curve. For the CD there is no any external load. Now here is D actually, at this point is E. For the CD there is no any external load, therefore this value is 0. Now as we have calculated the fixed end moment, plot this moment over here. 163.25 over here, 123.25 over here, 1.1114 over here, and 60 over here, and join these lines by a inclined straight lines. And once you have drawn this one, the uncommon portion, this hatching portion, is actual bending moment diagram of your beam. ही म्हणजे तुमची ऍक्च्युअल बेंडिंग मोमेंट डायग्राम आहे त्या बीमची. अशा पद्धतीने हे आपण काय बघितलं तर 3 स्पॅन कंटिन्युअस बीम अलॉंग विथ द ओव्हरहँग. ओव्हरहँग ज्यावेळेस असतो, ओव्हरहँगची ही जी मोमेंट असते ही आहे तशी तिथं शिल्लक राहणार आहे. ती कशी काढली जाते तर तो जो काय पॉइंट लोड किंवा UDL जे काय असेल त्या करस्पॉन्डिंगला ती व्हॅल्यू आपण फाइंड आउट करत असतो, आणि ती व्हॅल्यू आहे तशी तिथं त्या मोमेंट डिस्ट्रीब्युशन टेबलमध्ये आहे तशी ठेवायची, त्याला काही डिस्टर्ब करायचं नाही. फक्त ती मोमेंट 50% मोमेंट फक्त फार एंडला ट्रान्सफर होते, बाकी त्यामध्ये प्रोसिजर दुसरी त्या ओव्हरहँगची काही नाही आहे. ठीक आहे. अशा पद्धतीने हे जे काही मोमेंट आहे तर ते आपण बेंडिंग मोमेंट डायग्रामचा यूज